The Delta variant leads to an increase in incidence in the UK. Nonetheless, the Prime Minister remains optimistic. All restrictions are due to fall on July 19th. Britain has passed the 100 threshold in the 7-day incidence. Authorities registered 10,468 new cases on Monday. The incidence rises to 101, as can be seen from figures collected by the Daily Mirror. On June 1st, it was still 34.8. The number of new infections is increasing mainly due to the spread of the Delta variant of the coronavirus, which was first detected in India. And after I wrote the script and before I filmed, there came the news that in India they discovered a Delta Plus variant, and they think that is even more troubling than Delta. So I hope we get more information on that. If I have them, I'll give it to you, of course, as well. But according to initial finding, it is significantly more contagious already in the normal Delta variant than all other variants. For comparison, in Germany, the 7-day incidence on Tuesday morning was 8.0, according to the Robert Koch Institute. The example of Great Britain clearly shows that this can increase sharply again within a few weeks, and that although the vaccination rate in Great Britain is significantly higher than in Germany. More than 80% of all adults there have now received a first dose. Around 60% have already been injected twice. A few hours after I'm filming this, for you when you see this, it probably means yesterday, I will receive my second jab. And so in a couple of weeks, I'm fine. And I'm through that. And right here, we have quite a lot of people with 2 vaccinations already. In my hometown is doing quite well. And the incidence is doing quite well as well. I think we are at about 2 or so. It's not much going on here. But in Germany, we already have the Delta variant as well, but not the same way it's in the UK at the moment. But in Germany, according to the federal government's vaccination dashboard, only 31.6% of the population are fully vaccinated. According to the current state of knowledge, anyone who received the second vaccination is also well protected against the severe course of COVID-19 at Delta. But what is Britain now doing to stop the spread? Here in Germany, the rules are clear. The federal emergency brake, what we call it, would have to apply again in the districts that exceed the threshold of 100. It came into force in mid-April in response to rising numbers. Accordingly, restaurants and hotels have to close at an incidence of 100 or more. There is a curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Household meetings are only allowed with one other person. Retail outlets can only be visited with an appointment and a negative test. In Great Britain, however, instead of new restrictions, one looks forward to further easings. Pub restaurants, hotels and shops are currently open. It is compulsory to wear a mask on public transport and in supermarkets. Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland have their own corona measures, but they only differ in details. In England, all restrictions were supposed to end on June 22nd. The so-called Freedom Day, proclaimed by Prime Minister Boris Johnson, has now been postponed for 4 weeks to July 19th. But Johnson is confident about the new date. He says, "I think it looks good that July 19th will be the end point," said the Conservative politician. However, he did not rule out the possibility that there might be restrictions again in winter for all possible reasons. But with the current rise we see there, I think it is very possible that it at least should be more restrictions much earlier. But I keep my fingers crossed that it doesn't happen, because despite everything, Brexiteers blame under my video. First of all, I don't hate the UK. I am not against the UK. I'm against those brainless Brexiteers commenting a lot of xenophobia, homophobia and insults under my videos. I'm against people not thinking for themselves. I don't blame everyone who voted leave. I just meant those Brexiteers I just described. And on the other hand, once again, I don't hate the UK. There are parts of the UK I really, really, really like. I don't like this government. And there are a few occasions where I'm really anti-England, and one of them is next Tuesday. And I'm quite sure that everybody with at least one brain cell more than a chicken that understands why. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.